We have here today on display, I think it's 14 different tractors that were often used in the 1950s, very popular models, and we call this farming in the 50s. We have a few pieces of equipment attached to some of the tractors just to show you some of the things that they used back in the era of the 1950s. First of all, we'll come around here to the right hand side, and we have a 1953 Allis Chalmers WD. Now this is not an ordinary looking 53 WD. This is the last year that the Allis made the WD before the 45 came out in late 53, but this is my own personal tractor, and I fixed it up a little different. It has wide front, power steering. I put flat top fenders on it. It's real nice to be able to rest your right arm on that right fender as you're driving around mowing or whatever. And I've got wheel weights all the way around it. On the back I've put a 3-point hitch, which makes it a lot more usable with the 3-point hitch equipment rather than to use snap coupler equipment, although I have quite a bit of snap coupler equipment here on the place. But attached to this tractor we have a Allis Chalmers number 110 front unload manure spreader, and this spreader is in excellent condition. It's always been shedded. It's had a good home. Hasn't been used very much. The inside's real solid yet. The beaters are good. The floor, all the wood's real good. Very little rust on it, although it is in its original condition. Has never been restored or painted. And so it makes a nice little display item, or parade item. Someone sometime or another want to totally restore that and paint it back to its original, or the original orange color that they used. And let's go on to the next one here. On the other side of the 53 WD we have a 1957 WD-45, one of the most popular tractors Allis ever made, and they made a lot of them while they were making them from late 53 through 57, and I would say probably most of them are still running. And attached to this tractor is an Allis 10-foot all-crop grain drill. This drill has been shedded for some time, but has been used for several years, and it's in pretty good condition, but does need a few parts and repairs done to it before it's put back into use. And on the other side of the 57 45, we've got a 1956 WD-45, pretty much original. And it does have a combine wheel on the left rear. You'll notice that's a little bit different. Sometimes the fellows get a bad spin-out rim, and they'll go to a salvage yard and get a combine solid rim and put on the same bolt pattern. It'll bolt right on. Has a Allis wide front on it. Good running old tractor. Attached to this tractor we have a all-crop Allis combine. The old Draper in the front and reeled, and it has the auger attached up on the back where in its carrying position. And this combine's in real good shape. It's been shedded. It does need a few minor repairs, a couple of belts missing, and a little hole in the bottom of the grain bin that needs to be repaired before it's put back to use. But all in all, it's for being over 50 years old, it's in pretty good shape. And the next tractor and piece of machinery we'll look over here is this is a 1955 Allis Chalmers WD-45 diesel. And there weren't a lot of these made, but this was Allis's first diesel tractor, 6-cylinder engine. And we had a neighbor that had one. We were always admiring him for that. It was really a neat tractor at the time. And so this one here is in very, very good condition. It's been restored. As you can see, it's got the wheel weights on the back, the factory wide front on it. Attached to this tractor is an Allis, I suppose they called it an all-crop forage harvester for corn and some other standing crops like that, but it's what they call the cut and throw, and it has a little sickle in the bottom there and gathering chains that take the corn in or whatever you're chopping. And you have a hitch on the back where you can tow a wagon, or you can drive along the side and catch it out of the spout on the back into a wagon. And this machine here also it's been stored inside in pretty good shape. It does need a few minor repairs to put it back into field operation, but another good old Allis all-crop piece of machinery. Show you some of the Farmalls we have on hand. This one here we've not restored. It is a 1957 Farmall 450 diesel, and you don't see a lot of diesels around anymore. They would start on gas, and then after they were warmed up you could put them over on diesel. Same engine, you had a distributor and carburetor and all that on the right hand side, and the injector pump and injectors on the left side of the engine. But they were a pretty good old tractor in their day, and this tractor here is equipped with a front end loader, trip type, as you can see. And the next tractor behind the 450 diesel is a real sharp 1948 Farmall H, and one of the more popular tractors of its time. Our dad used to have one here on the farm growing up. I remember the old H. We'd put an old number 24 mounted corn picker on it, and that's what we picked corn with. And this one here is in very, very good condition, and still popular. A lot of people like to parade the H's, and they weren't the biggest tractor in the world, but they were very popular in their time. And behind the H we have a 1957 International 350 utility, and again, these are real popular loader type tractors. By the time the 350s come out, power steering was pretty much standard equipment, although there was some that didn't have it. This one does have power steering. One of the finer 350 utilities we've had a number of them over the years, a lot of them with loaders. This one came without a loader, but we use it just for utility work here on the farm. You'll notice on the back it has the International 2-point fast hitch, and we've attached a 3-point quick coupler to that, so we can use different things that are 3-point items on the back. Here we have a platform that attaches to that with a sprayer unit on the back, so we can spray fence rows and around the barns and things. And real handy little tractor. It starts right up. It's a 12-volt system, and the power steering you steer with your little finger. Real nice tractor. And next to this tractor we have a 1955 Farmall 400, and we're just attempting to put a heavy loader on it. We're going to use for a boom tractor. Probably end up putting a wide front under it, but we just got the loader mounted on there. We haven't got the boom attached to the front yet. But this is a 55 400 gas, and again, this is a popular tractor in its era, and it replaced the most popular Farmall of all time, I believe, the Super MTA, which we have right here next beside the 400 is a 54 Super MTA with it's a wide front. It's also equipped with power steering, and it has a standard drawbar on it. But the 400 replaced this tractor in late summer of '54, and a lot of these tractors around yet, they're real collectible. People are looking for them all the time, real sharp ones, especially one with good sheet metal and good tin and all that. Behind it we have a old International 3-bottom plow with the hydraulic cylinder raised on it rather than the trip, and this plow has actually been sold to a fellow down west of St. Louis, and he's coming after it here shortly to pick it up. But we have some of these plows on hand, and again, they're popular with the people nowadays that are wanting to put them in the plowing contest. Also a 1954 Farmall Super MTA. It's the one we're presently using as our boom tractor for loading and unloading equipment, and it's original one owner. We're actually the second owner, but we've used it for 2 or 3 years now as a boom tractor. It has power steering, and the torque works good in it, and has a handy type of seat on it there we like, and it's just a good old tractor. But I think we'll update to the 400 with the loader we put on it, and probably retire this tractor to our restoration shop and restore it. So we'll have it available for sale here before long.